Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd. My friends over at yarnspirations.com. It's Sampler Blues Crochet Afghan. We're moving on to section number 4. So section number 4 is the arrow pattern, just like we have here. And what we're going to be doing for this one here is that we are going to expand out a little bit. So in the first time through, we are going to do an expansion of adding an extra stitch every sequentially, and I'll talk about that. We're going to make sure that you are working with the back and the back loop posts here, and then we're going to be doing this arrow stitching just like you see. So it's just one whole section of rows number 1 through 6. That's all it is, and then we're going to continue. If you really like this particular concept, if you chain in multiples of 4 plus 3, if you wanted to start from scratch, you can have this particular concept, and that's awesome. So multiples of 4 plus 3, but of course if you're working on this, you're just going to add it on. So when we go to do this particular one here, is that we are going to be adding in those extra stitches so that we can keep the counts perfect. So without further ado, let's move on to row number 1. As we begin row number 1, what we need to do is that we are going to work on the back loops, and make sure that you are looking at the good side of the project as well. That helps to make sure we're doing this on the right side. So we're going to chain 3, which will count as the first double crochet. So you're going to move to the next stitch. So for the next 11 in a row in the back loop only, you're going to double crochet. So let's count those out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So once you have those 11 done, the next one is going to have 2 into the same one. So 1 and 2 into the same. So what I need you to do is that I need you to do the next 11 back loop only, and then 2, and you're gonna keep doing that all the way to the end. So I have a piece of paper I want to show you, because I actually worked it out on paper, because I have a small swatch here, is that if I don't end with the right number, then the next part won't line up. But for you, if you're matching exactly to the pattern, it will. So let me just show you my piece of paper. So I had Daniel do me up a little chart, and there's currently 99 stitches in this last row that we had right here. So what I needed to do is that we needed to increase. So we did the first chain 3 and then 11, and then we put 2 into the same. So when you get all the way to the other side, the third last stitch will have the 2 in there, and the 2 final stitches will be on their own. So when I'm doing my repeat going across here, is that I'm going to then continue and do my 11 and then 2, and then I want to make sure that there is 2 double crochets by themselves to finish off in order to match. So if you're customizing anything, that's good to know that information. But if you're following the pattern as written, you don't need to worry about what I just said. So you will have 2 double crochets left over at the end. So you will fill those in with a double crochet each. So let's continue to the end of this row. So after you get the last repeat done, you should have only 2 stitches left. So I know that you can see more on my sample. I want to keep my stitch count in sequence for this particular section. So that's what it would look like then at this point. So pretend this is the edge, because it will be for you. So let's turn our work and begin row number 2. Let's begin row number 2. We're going to chain 2. Remember, that doesn't count as anything, and you're gonna half double crochet in the same stitch right below. And so you'll half double crochet this stitch plus the last stitch when you get all the way to the other side of your blanket. So starting in the next post, each one of the posts will be a front post double crochet, and this is creating a ridge on the other side that you'll see. So just work into each post 1 front post double crochet, and then I'll see at the end of the row, and make sure that we do finish with a half double crochet in the regular stitch at the end. So coming up all the way to the end, and in the last turning chain will be the last half double crochet. So go right into the actual top of the chain, don't go into the major space, and that will complete off row number 2. So let's turn our work, and you can see the ridges that are there, and we're now going to continue to row number 3. So in row number 3, what we need to do is that we need to chain up 3 and then double crochet in the next. We're then going to do this fabulous stitch to double treble crochet, and you're gonna skip 1, 2, 3 and go over to the 4th one, and that's where you're gonna put the first one, and then the other one, see how they're grayed out behind this one? So the other double crochets are going to be in the 3 that have been skipped. So then the very next stitch you're going to double treble over, and you're again skipping So you're gonna skip 1, 2, 3 and go to the fourth and then double crochet into the ones you skipped and continue that, and there will be 1 double crochet at the very end. Let's move on now to this row, row number 3. So let's move on to row number 3. You're going to chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and you're gonna double crochet in the very next one. That's just helping you have balance on this. So you have to go to the third one or the fourth one away. So you're gonna skip 3 and you're gonna double treble. So when you wrap once, that's a double, and then wrap twice is a treble, and then wrapping 3 times is a double treble. So wrap 3 times and go to the fourth one away, and then just pull through, and it goes 2s all the way back. And you want to leave this in the front of the work so that you can see it. So these 3 that you skipped are going to be a double crochet, so just shift that so it's out of your way and leave it in the front. Just peel it back with your thumb and double crochet in the 3 that you skipped. So 1, 2 and 3, and then you're going to begin and do the next double treble. So wrap once, twice and 3 times, skip 1, 2, 3, go to the fourth and apply your double treble there, and then using your thumb just peel that back and go into the ones that you skipped. So there's 3 in a row as a double crochet. So 1, 2 and 3, and that's all you need to do all the way across. This is row number 3. I'll see you at the end of the row. So when you get to the other side, after you do your last one like this, the very last stitch is a double crochet. Ignore the 2 that are left over here. Those are because you need more of these to be in sequence because of the stitch counts, but if you're on your sample you'll get all the way across. So you'll double crochet in the very last one. So let's turn our work, and what we're going to do then is we're going to do this again, but this time what we have to do is have to concentrate on that double treble to be left on the opposite side. So let's begin number 4. So let's begin number 4. We're going to chain up 3, which will count as a double crochet, and then what we have to do is then a double treble over to the one of the other double treble. So see it? You can see it right here. It's kind of just standing out on its own. So that's where we want to go. So 1, 2, 3 and go there. So you're skipping over essentially 3 stitches, and you want to leave this on the opposite side. So when you go to do these 3, just push that back and just double crochet right in front of it, and that will leave that on the other side, which is the good side of the project, and do the 3 that you skipped, and then you'll do this again. So 1, 2, 3, skipping the third 3, go to the fourth. It's kind of obvious actually, and then once you have that done, go into the ones that you skipped and leave that on the other side, and so you're essentially creating the arrow stitch on the other side of the work. So please do this all the way across. This is row number 4. And you can see when you look at it from this perspective, there's the arrow. So let's continue, and I'll see you at the end of this row. So when you get to the other side, you're gonna have those double crochet and the chain 3 turn. So make sure you just double crochet 1 into each of those at the end to maintain the balance. Turn it over, voila, there is your arrow stitching right there. So we're now going to move on to row number 5. To begin row number 5, you're gonna chain 3, which will count as a double crochet, and starting in the very next one you'll do 1 double crochet into each of the stitches all the way across. That's all you need to do. I'll see you at the end of row number 5. When you get to the end of number 5, don't forget that turning chain to go right in there. Let's turn our work and let's begin the final row of this section. This is number 6. Let's turn and begin. So number 6 is very similar to what we did in number 2. So you're just gonna chain 2, so 1, 2, and that doesn't count as anything, and you're going to put in a half double crochet in the first one, and you'll do a half double crochet in the very last one as well. Now starting in the next post, you want to do a front post double crochet into each of the stitches going all the way across, and what this is doing is it's putting the final ridge for this particular section into your pattern. So do 1 front post double crochet into each, and then we're gonna half double crochet the end, and then that's it for this particular section of the blanket. So when we get to the very last one in the turning chain, you're just gonna put in a half double crochet, and this is where you're gonna stop on this video today and move on to your next one. So you will see that the arrow stitching is in, and you see it creates a nice ridge. We have arrow stitching done in other projects here online as well, and it turns out to be really quite fun and fabulous. We're gonna move on in this tutorial series, so I'll see you in the next video, and have a great one. We'll see you again soon. Bye bye.